So,
Yeah.
Ate Chloe, there is a saying na fake it till you make it. Do you believe in that saying? And do you think it works for people to build their confidence?
Hmm. I I've heard that term. I just don't know how I feel about it. But if I'm just being real as I am, I don't believe in fakeness. I believe in faithfulness. So I'd rather fake it till you make it. Because being fake sometimes is pretending. And fate is just being who you are. So if I can't do such thing, but oh, Chloe, do this, or do you know this? Hindi ako takot na magsabi na hindi ko alam. I'm not afraid to say I don't know. I'm not afraid to say I can't do it. As opposed to people that says, yeah, I know the thing, but then, sinong niloloko mo? Like, in the end of the day, yeah, people might agree na, oh, magaling siya, but in the end of the day, you go to sleep and you know that you were just faking it. So, I'd rather just be real,
Be
you know?
real.
Just be real, be who you are until you make it. And, you know, just keep doing it. Even a little bit of our success will count eh, diba? So, I mean, not against it. I mean, if you believe in that saying, then go run with it with your life. But that's just not the principle that I'm trying to live. And, you know, just fate it till you make it. Just pray about it until you make it. If it's not meant to be, then there's so many options in life. You know, ang buhay natin, hindi lang one direction, right? If one direction or one plan bumagsak or fell through, there's other options. Life is full of choices. You just need to maneuver. You know, kailangan mo lang i-navigate yung sarili mo or turn the boat, di ba? Turn the boat around and see baka mas maraming isda doon. Ganun. Ang lalim, di ba?
Grabe, no? May bago tayo natutunan. It's not fake it until you make it. It's faith it until you make it. And
Sulat
it
nyo na
makes
yan,
sense. Kasi nga sinasabi kanina na pagtulog mo, alam mo naman na fake yun. Yun nga kung mabuti kung ganun lang. Na mabuti kung pagkatulog mo or mag-isa ka na lang, alam mong dinadaya mo siya. Kasi there comes a point na hindi mo na rin alam kung alin yung totoo. Nagiging delusional ka na. Parang katulad sa movie, yung Inception, 'di ba? Yung nung huli hindi na nila alam kung saan yung panaginip at saan yung realidad. Kung ano yung
And you know,
realidad.
Sadly to say, I mean, based on my personal experience lang to, I feel like fakeness right now is becoming more
trend.
real to some people. It's a trend kasi ako, the reason why probably I don't have a lot of friends is because I'm so real. I'm so real sa mga sinasabi ko. If people are not happy with my opinion, I have no problem closing my door because sometimes you don't want to be with somebody or you don't want to be, say, quote unquote na, oh, friendships kami, but then you tolerate their bad behavior. You tolerate how they treat you. They disrespect you. They treat you. They abuse you. And what sense is that? Ano bang magigain mo sa mga ganun? So, I'd rather be real kasi if you guys are friends, right? Kung may sasabihin ka man, they don't take that the wrong way kasi you guys are genuinely friends. Pero pag they took it the wrong way, that's your answer. You just have to move on because you have to keep it real with people. And kung ayaw nila sa'yo, then the door is wide open. I actually, mas masarap maging mag-isa sometimes kasi walang drama. Kaya nga glowing kasi binawasan ko talaga. Nagbawas ako. Hindi lang
Ate
timbang,
Chloe,
pati mga
ano ka ba?
tao.
Libra ka ba?
Cancer ako. You don't think cancer ako. I'm very attached ako sa mga tao. But I've learned this year, okay
The
lang
power
naman
of
na
letting
mawala.
go.
Oh God, I let it go just like Elsa. Go, go, go. Ganun.
Actually, kanina may sinasabi si Geek Chick na sabi niya, I hate working with those people, to be honest, yung fake people niya. Ako din, I hate yung mga fake. Yung fake taxi nga, hindi ko na-appreciate. Ay, mali.
Big taxi.
Okay. And ikaw naman, Jay, meron kayong dadagdag?
Oy, teka lang.
Okay lang naman. Oy,
Uy,
ano yun?
bigla na-realize si Z
Naman ako
kung ano
sa'yo.
yun. Medyo
Nagugulat ako sa'yo.
bigla na,
Kumawa ako, pero teka lang.
Wait, di ko
Yeah,
na-get.
okay, never mind.
wag niya
Older
na,
soul talaga eh. Mukha lang bata pero honestly mga ganyang term ngayon. Ngayon dito ko lang natutunan sa Kumu yan mga yan. I didn't really go sheltered ka pag laking lola talaga, 'di ba? So, I'm still coming out of my shell. Yan.
bakit parang feeling ko it's an indirect way of saying ang sasama natin. Joke lang.
Hindi naman.
Because of
tayo
more
yung-
exposure. I think I've been
Eats
living
kita, ate. I got you.
Ay, no.
Oh, ayan, Uber Eats.
Gusto mo boba?
Abot ba dito yung Uber Eats?
Yung mga
Ayan na
old
naman yung
na-
boba na yan. Nadinig ko na naman yung boba na yan. Di ba yung sa milk tea yan, yung malalaking pearls, boba yung
Boba.
pangalan niya. Nung
Oo.
September, nung bumalik ako sa Don Bosco, kasi nga kailangan ko mag face-to-face exam or magpa-exam sa kanilang midterm. Tapos dumaan ako, yung pagkatawid sa may San Juan, natawa ako kasi may nakita akong milk tea shop. Ang pangalan niya, Boba Ka Tea.
Oh, no!
Ayan o, nilagay na ni Cholo. Boba Ka Tea.
Napaka-witty ng mga Pilipino talaga.
Ano, ang dami.
Ang dami.
Oh, nakita na rin daw ni Cholo.
Boba ka. Oh my goodness.
Nice and witty naman nun. Oo,
Super.
pero syempre pag ikaw yung bumibili, 'di ba? Tapos babae ka, parang alam mo na kagad, Boba Ka Tea.
Bibili pa ako.
Parang kailangan mo sumagot kung oo o hindi.
Teka, bakit ako
May dalawang
bibili
isip
dito?
Dahil sa pangalan.
Daming witty shops.
Totoo.
Actually, isa yun sa mga naisip ko before na nung under KCA, na parang one of my contents, kasi nga kailangan every night eh. Isa yun sa naisip ko, what if yung content ko, i-feature lang lahat ng mga witty na mga shops. Parang ganon. Tapos magtatawanan na lang tayo. Di ba? Yung funeral parlor, pangalan niya, Living Things.
I love it. You know, I love it. That's what I love about Matt. I'm telling you, back then when my life was not as crazy, di ba talaga, laugh trip lang. Pati lunch ko na pagdidiskitahan yan. Pag kumakain ako ng pagkain ako ng mga cucumber, I always think about Matt. I'm like, oh, what is Matt going to say about my lunch now?
Ang bilis kasi ng
Naalala namin
utak.
yun.
Oo.
Diba? Gusto daw ni Chloe kasi, yun yung finale ko, first ever finale ko, nandyan si Bern. Isa yun sa mga unang nag-support sa akin sa first ever campaign ko. Tapos yun nga, gagawa tayo ng menu, mga silog-silog. Tapos ito naman si Chloe, sige, what if
Mga
cucumber lang yung yung nandun, tapos silog. Sabi ko, edi, come silog.
Ang dami mong naisip.
Oh my gosh. Never fail.
Oh, never fails. I love it. I love the weed.
Sa guest natin, hindi natin sure kasi kung sino siya. Kung taga-Kumu ka man, hello po. Sana hindi kayo nagsisisi po.
Kuya Matt, sinabi
Hi,
ko pa
boss.
naman, grab a pen
Hi,
and
boss.
paper para to take notes. Tapos ito yung take note nila.
Come silog. Ay, na-take
I
notes na.
guess.
Okay, ano na Jay? May gusto ka pa bang itanong?
Oh, baka
Wala
meron
naman
kang
kasi yung pagsagot naman ni Chloe, what I love sa pagsasagot lagi ni Chloe, parang sinicenter niya palagi yung answer niya in faith, 'di ba? So sobrang tago sa puso, 'di ba? Ayun, so ayun, wala pa naman. Wala pa naman
Nag-iinit
ako.
na ba yung puwet mo, Arthur?
Oh, ayan na. Sa mga future feature dose natin. Take note kayo kung paano sinabi ni Arthur. It's one thing of saying wala pa ako matanong. Sinabi niya na lang. Kasi yung mga sagot ni Chloe, tago sa puso. So hanggang ngayon.
Tsaka Englishan kasi, Matt. Englishan.
Englishan.
Charot.
Mabagal yung Google Translator ni Arthur.
Tagal yung Google Translator.
Kasi naman siya. Nagahang. Pero grabe, no? Hindi tayo bumababa sa 29. It's either 29 or 30 yung viewers natin.
Diba? Super.
And
Ayan,
guys,
we
thank
wanna
you so
welcome all
much.
the, sana allers dyan. Thank you.
Yes, at lagi nating thank you so much.
Thank you,
Deng.
Zen.
And lagi nating sinasabi, the success of this show isn't being controlled by us as yung content creator and so whatnot. Kasi nga, gumagawa kami ng show, nagpre-prepare kami. Pero the success of this show really it's because of you, the viewers. How you interact with us, how you say whatever jokes you have there na talagang hindi ko mapigilan eh. Ang ganda ng sinasabi ni Chloe pero pagkatingin ko sa baba natatawa ko. Yung tipong, si Chloe ba tinatawanan nito? Parang gano'n.
Oh, si Rhino
Diba?
kasi. Sinisi si Rhino.
Hindi, actually madami sila dyan. So,
Kailangan sa buhay
bola
yan.
Sir Matt.
Oo.
Yan din sabi mo kagabi. Syempre ganun talaga kasi show din yun.
Naudot ba?
Yan.
So yan,
So,
baka meron ka pang tanong.
So let's move on, guys. So sabi nga ni Arthur kanina, like it all focuses on Ate Chloe's faith. And that's really good, 'di ba? Kasi kailangan natin yan to be confident sa buhay at saka to stay strong. So let's move to other things. So Ate Chloe, do you like trying new things or does it make you nervous kapag nagtatry ka ng mga bago?
Mhm. Lalo na kapag yung isa sa mga fear mo, no?
Oh, wow.
Tsaka especially if wala ka talagang idea kung paano gawin yun.
Oh, yung parang mapapaano ka, kaya ko kaya? Kaya ko kaya?
Confuse mo yan bago mo gawin.
Kaya ko kaya to?
You know,
Masakit
I
kaya,
love the
joke lang.
I definitely love to challenge myself. Though sometimes yung katawan ko hindi nakikipag-cooperate just because, may sakit talaga ako, guys. So, nilalabanan ko, but yung isip ko talaga, yeah, of course I wanna try new things. And I wouldn't say na confident ako trying new things. There's always nervousness, diba? Kagaya nung last year, nung natanggal ako sa trabaho, di ba? Syempre, maghahanap ka na naman ng trabaho kahit na okay, experiencado ka, but it doesn't guarantee you for a new job. So, syempre, kinakabahan ka, but sometimes I've learned in life that you have to go in afraid. Kasi sometimes yung fear na yan can cultivate you to a stronger person. Kasi sinabi ko sa inyo yung background ko, I was abused as a kid, I was physically abused, and syempre, by then, yung background mo, takot ka lagi. Pero, ang iniisip ko is, paano ko mababayaran yung mga bill ko? How am I able to maintain my life, yung lifestyle and everything? And when I have family coming along and whatnot, how do I maintain na mabuhay? And minsan, you have to think about other people than yourself. So, you have to go in afraid. Siguro, ang gusto kong i-try na takot ako is ziplining. I wanna try that, but I wanna be, pero takot ako
zipline.
talaga. Takot. I just realized na
heights.
meron pala akong takot sa height. Kasi napunta kami ng Edge, New York. Noon. I don't know if you guys, Google nyo na lang yung Edge, New York. Building siya, tapos yung floor niya is see-through. So, makapal siya na glasses. Makita mo talaga yung pinakababa. Sabi ko, sisiw yan. Sabi ko sa kuya ko, Kuya, tara, go. Pagpunta ko doon talagang, oh my goodness, I didn't realize I have fear of heights until I get there. Like, I was like, but I challenge myself, pero talagang hindi ko kaya. But at least I try. Talagang cannot be. Diba?
Yan yung Edge New York, yan yung counterpart ni Ed Sheeran. Pero, I was reminded of yun nga, na hindi natin
Cholo.
sinasabihang matapang siya because of wala siyang kinakatakutan. Naging matapang siya kasi hinarap niya yung takot niya.
Yes.
Diba? And I was reminded of, kasi nga binanggit mo na nawalan ka ng trabaho, tapos naghanap ka ng trabaho, I was reminded of kung paano mo in-slay yung pag-apply mo before for that job, yung natanggal ka na job, di ba?
Yeah.
Kung paano ka naging confident. Pwede mo bang ibahagi sa amin kung paano mo sinagot yung tanong nila before?
Oh my goodness. So I feel like the most challenging question pag tinatanong ka nila is how do I encounter daw yung mga conflicts sa work? How do you handle conflict at work, like mga office drama? And I tell them, we can't avoid that, unfortunately. However, you can learn from it, that nothing is perfect, and you just need to remain calm and professional, address it. Because if there's an issue with somebody, especially me, I was a team lead, so I have to be responsible for at least 20 people underneath me. And we're all women, we all deal with hormones, unfortunately. And even though we work remotely, there's always going to be an issue. I focus on because what I normally do is I focus on what the problem is, and you talk to that person and try to address it with them. If it's more like a personal thing, then that's something that I don't tolerate, because in the end of the day, we do get paid here to do our job. And if it's deeper than work, then there's other professionals that you need to talk to. I think it's about understanding where is it coming from, and show sympathy, because in the end of the day, we're all human. We all need to show sympathy to one another because we are a team. How do I deal with it is I address it and I bring it to upper management. And if things are not going to resolve, then I think that person just need to take a day off. I'm very honest with yeah.
And you're hired, Ate Chloe.
I was hired.
Convinced ako.
God is good. Let me tell you, let me just share a little testimony. So, nung nalaman ko, galing ako ng New York na, we were partying, and syempre, waldas ng kwarta and everything. Pagdating ko dito sa bahay namin, and I turn on my laptop, I got this email from HR saying na, I was being let go. And I was just like, I've been here for 5 years, and I kind of sensed. I thought I was gonna move forward. And I came to find out that my whole department got laid off. Actually, the company was closing. It was very, pero something in me, hindi ako kinabahan. Though like I was concerned ng, syempre yung pag nabata mo paano yung babayaran ko, monthly dito sa US, may upa ka, yung sasakyan ko, etc. etc. But something in me tell me that I'm just gonna be just fine. And that it's important to have connections. So at that time, I just reached out to one of my old coworker, the person that had kind of saved me from bullying kasi na-experience ko rin yung work bullying. Siya yung tagapagtanggol ko noon. I just reached out to her, and all of a sudden, I'm telling you, when a door closed, another door will open, because within a week, I got fired on Monday. I reached out to her that Monday. I gave my resume on that Monday. I got my interview on Wednesday, and I got hired on Friday. So it all happens in the same week. Nasabi niya, oh my gosh,
It
something
was
just
meant to
opened.
be.
It was meant to be. And
It was
sobra.
meant to be for it to be for you.
Oo.
Sorry, medyo natawa ako kanina kasi nga, akala ko kung sino si Ador. Because when Ador, sino si Ador? Yun pala, Ador.
Pati ba naman?
When Ador. Akala ko may kinalaman si Ador sa kanya. sorry po.
Ayan, so basahin lang natin yung mga keyboard warriors.
Actually, ang
natin,
dami
diba?
nating comments,
Dami.
grabe.
Sabi ni Cholo, sabi niya erase, pero sabi niya, ako takot ako mag-unzip. Tapos, sabi ni, Rhino, true, nakakakaba po, mag-try ng bagong jowa. Totoo naman.
Oo naman, di ba? Hindi natin alam kung hanggang kailan mag-work. Nag-overthink pa tayo nga eh.
Sabi naman ni Geek, sabi ko sa friend ko before, when opportunity comes, just open your door. Oh,
Ayun, parang katulad ng sinabi ni Chloe, no?
Sabi ni Ate Deng, I have fear of heights pero wala akong magawa nung manager ko yung magpasama, mag-zipline. Ay, nako, hindi ka talaga makakahindi.
Oo.
Diba? And then, I think this is the last one. Hindi ko man makita. Conflict at work, I handle it by being the biggest conflict. Damay-damay lalabas ako. Ang dami, guys. Oh my gosh. Ayan.
How to handle the problem? Just be the problem.
Just be-
Para ikaw yung i-handle.
Oh. Sabi ni Hattie Meets, I learned something related to this. How you'll know God is preparing you for your greater blessing. Ayan. He takes away where you are, these hindrances. O, diba? Tsaka meron din ako nakita just the other day. Sabi, this is why you lose people. This is why you experience hardship. Kasi God is preparing for that. Tapos tinatanggal niya yung mga tao na nasa buhay mo ngayon to open up space for the new ones. Ayan. So, yun ang tandaan nyo, guys. Kung if you guys are experiencing trouble right now, alam
Thank
nyo
you,
na
sir.
may blessing na dadating, di ba?
Yeah. Agree.
O, diba? Ikaw naman, Jay, what is your realization so far? Sana ay mabilis na yung Google Translate.
Oo nga,
Masakit
hindi
pa
na
rin
ako
ba sa
mag-Google.
puso?
Magta-Tagalog na lang ako. Masakit sa puso at masakit sa utak. Hindi. Ako naman ang na-realize ko, sa pagtatry ng mga new things, 'di ba? Yung parang sa fear. Syempre sa una matatakot ka, pero as long as you have a confident na parang magawa mo yung isang bagay kasi this is what you love. Parang yung ginagawa mo to kasi gusto mo. Parang ginagawa mo to kasi love mo yung isang bagay. And sa sarili mo, you are confident kahit sa iba, parang yung tingin ng iba is hindi. Pero syempre, ang mas importante, yung sarili mo, diba? So, yun yung nagpapalakas sa'yo. Kasi meron din akong part kasi sa akin na parang, minsan hindi ako confident sa sarili ko. Alam mo yan ng mga friends ko. Alam ng mga, pero I always, I always learn and I always work on it na parang, pilitin ko yung sarili ko na magkaroon ng confidence sa sarili. Yun yung takot ko din eh. Kaya sobrang nakarelate ako dun the way Miss Chloe answered. Diba? Sobrang realization talaga ngayon. Parang saktong-sakto ako dito sa Sana All Confident.
Wow, o diba?
Diba?
Hindi ka nagkamali.
Pasok ka sa banga.
Pasok na napasok.
Oo, kung kayo dyan nakaka-relate din, press 1 nga po kung talagang nakaka-relate din kayo. And I hope that Chloe is still enjoying so far, 'di ba?
Oh, yeah.
Talagang
Exactly.
brain drain ang nangyayari.
Oo, buti na nagkape ako. Normally sabaw.
Ayan.
And look at the
Kaya
time. We now
Arthur?
have 1 hour and 27 minutes past the start of this live stream. And the current time here in the Philippines is 11:19 p.m. How about there?
Here in the US is 8:19 a.m.
Dito naman,
Kaya gets nyo na kung
11:19
bakit
a.m.
sabaw-sabaw.
Mm.
Wow,
Mas
11:19.
ahead si
Malapit na siya
Arthur.
mag-lunch. Sa inyo dyan, Arthur, anong oras? Sa Japan, kasi nga nagja-Japan na naman si Arthur. Nagba-blur na naman si Arthur. So sa Japan, anong oras dyan? Ayun na nga po.
Nawala na po talaga si Arthur.
Nagja-Japan.
Japan ako bigla.
Natawa ako dun.
Sakto-sakto eh. No?
Japan corn.
Ayan.
I'm back na ba?
Yes.
Sa Japan, oo.
Sa Japan talaga ako. Japanese corn.
Yes.
Here in Japan, it's 11:20.
Engineer, pakiayos please.
Sorry na, bakit naman kasi? Masabihin ko pa naman, ang ganda na ng signal ko, tapos biglang nag-lag.
Chinese
lang
mo.
yan.
So, ayun.
Konti pa daw Minecraft na daw siya. Breaks.
Apakamuray, no?
Okay.
Ayan.
So moving on, Z, baka may tanong ka naman.
Ayan. So, Ate Chloe, do you have a role model when it comes to confidence? This is a person who is assured but not arrogant or pushy.
I actually do. Her name is Cheryl Hatwood. She is actually she was here recently. She visited me and her husband. Siya yung best friend ko, and we met in church here.
Mhm.
Dati kaming pareho
Ayan
kami
yung
sa
may
choir.
video. Yan yung may video na
Yes.
masaya kayo. Okay.
Yes.
So, Michelle Hartwood.
Oh, Cheryl. She's my
Uy, baka mamaya galing yan sa sa
Sorry,
fake taxi.
Cheryl pala.
Nako.
Hindi
Yeah. Siya yung role
Cheryl
model
Hartwood.
ko. Hatwood.
Yes, Matt.
And let me tell you, siya yung talagang, when I was going through really rough time here sa US, there's a moment where I was homeless at one point. I was almost living in my car. And siya yung kumukop sa akin ng 6 months, I think. And ang dami ko natutunan sa kanya. And hanggang ngayon, like, siya yung isa sa taong nagpo-push sa akin na do this, I know you can do it. She doesn't push me to just say push me now. She always believed na kaya ko. And saka, I love her firmness. I love her realness. Kaya siguro, very honest ako kasi nga, natutunan ko yun sa kanya. Marami siyang na-open na tao. She has no problem telling people about themselves when things are getting out of hand or people being kind of disrespectful towards you or abusing you. Like, that's one of my pet peeves is someone na nanggagamit at nagsisinungaling and talking behind your back. And I feel like that's so common right now. Like, people just talk about you just because even pagiging confident mo dito it's for them it's more like because they want to tear you down, unfortunately. So siya yung naging role model ko because she's been through a lot. She actually wrote a book, The Wounded Soul, about her life story as well. The Wounded Soul. It's on Amazon now. So if you guys want, check. She did a play about her life, and she's very successful now. And I just love everything about her. Yeah, I who I am today, my malaking contribution niya doon. She was there for me on my talagang downfall, like suicidal mode. She was there when I was suicidal. Let's just put it that way. It was her. She was my angel.
Okay. So from being a role model na tanong ni Z, i-connect naman natin siya dito kasi nga you got your inspiration, you got your yung pagiging role model sa kanya. So ano naman yung kaya yung parang meron bang mga tao din na ikaw naman yung ginawang role model? Tapos ano yung mga nakuha nila sa iyo o kaya ano yung nakuha nila sa iyo na it simply is an emulation of coming from your role model, parang ganon.
I mean, dapat sila tanungin mo dyan. But I can only speak to one person. It's really Cholo kasi si Cholo lang talaga Since I met Cholo here, we've known each other for almost 4 years now. Nakilala ko siya una dito sa Kumu din. Until now, siya lang yung talagang naging steadfast na kaibigan ko na I would say na, yeah, anak-anakan, but more like a family and a best friend to me. He knows me inside out, honestly. And he's so much younger than me, diba? He's 22 and I'm 37. So, but then, maybe you should ask him that next week. But maybe I can say na
You can actually ask him last week, next week kasi nga, kasi nga, featured host ka, no?
Oo.
So, pwede.
Oh, yan.
Oo.
Pwede.
Parang heart to heart
Hello,
yung datingan
alam mo
naman
na.
natin next time. Kasi nga,
Ay,
magnanay.
Cholo
You know,
and,
we-
Miss Chloe.
Him and I, we talk a lot, and you know, it's nice to have a different perspective from a person who's never been there before. And
Mhm.
you know, talagang si Cholo is the person na talagang constant, and hindi kami perfecto. There's moment na talagang, you know, hindi kami perfecto but then that's what I love about him is because siya lang siya. Like, what you see is what you get. And I think that's the thing about us. What we see is what we get, and we get hate for that. So, hate on, hater. I don't know what else to say. Like, ganun. Good luck daw sa next episode, anak.
Sabi ni Jules, good luck sa next episode. Nako po. Pero syempre, magiging maganda yung dynamics din natin next week kasi nga talagang they know each other inside and out nga. So tingnan natin yung mga tanong na gagawin ni Chloe naman. So isa na yun sa pwede mong itanong next week. Ano naman yung na-impart ko sa'yo bilang isang confident woman? Pwede mo itanong yan
I
next
never
week.
asked him that. So, you know what, Cholo? You have a full week to think about this.
Yeah. Humanda ka po, Sir Cholo.
Wala.
May patikim ka
Wala
na.
ka, Cholo.
At least, di ba, may 1 week. Pwede kang gumawa ng write in 50 words or less.
Say.
Ayan.
So, do you want to add anything? And welcome back to the Philippines, Arthur.
Nga kakaano lang, kakababa ko lang.
Oo
ng
nga yan.
plane.
Malinaw siya.
Malinaw na. Hindi, meron lang akong tanong. Importante ba yung yung age kapag kasama, halimbawa yan si Miss Chloe and si Cholo, as you said kanina na yung, di ba, so super close nyo. And importante ba minsan yung age to share or to have parang someone who can makakausap mo or someone who can share everything sa sarili mo. To be, parang maano yung sarili mo to make you confident or parang tawag dito, mapalakas yung loob mo. Ganun. Importante ba yun? Sa'yo, Chloe.
I wouldn't say it's necessary, but sometimes you just have to balance it out. You have to observe and you have to use your own judgment kasi just because I had a good experience with Cholo kasi he's so much younger than me, doesn't mean na lahat ng kaidaran niya will act the same as him, that will have the full
Tama.
broad mindset or something like that. You just have to measure it out. I think it's important to communicate properly and maging, you just show that person who you really are, and trust builds overnight. I mean, you should not be built overnight.
Mhm.
And again, we've known each other for almost 4 years, so you would, I feel like it's the trust has been built over time. We've
It's
lived
matter of
together as
being
well
open.
nung umuwi. Oo,
Yeah. Nung umuwi
No.
siya.
umuwi ako, magkasama kami, and I made the right decision, honestly. Kasi sometimes mas makakasundo mo yung hindi mo kadugo. And I love that my family respected that I choose Cholo over them. And to be honest, mas mahal siya ng family ko. Minsan nga nakikita ko
Aww.
nagko-comment sa mga picture niya, yung mga tita ko. Sabi ko, ka lang, bakit ako walang comment? Kay Cholo meron. Parang nagsiselos ako, anak.
Sobra.
Sabi nila, I missed you, girl. I'm like, what about me? I'm your pamangkin.
Oo. Lang masasabi ko lang dyan, para to answer the question of Arthur, no? Ang masasabi pala namin ni Rhino dyan, correct me Rhino if I'm wrong or kung hindi mo sasabihin to, pero definitely, ang age doesn't matter. As long as hindi siya minor. Joke lang.
Sabi na Sabi na tagadugtong eh. Hindi kasi parang usually kasi 'di ba, yung iba mas gusto nilang pinapayuhan sila ng mas matanda sa kanila, 'di ba? Or yung parang gusto nila yung ganun na ano. Pero yung iba naman, syempre, meron din naman natin masasabi, 'di ba? Nasa tao din 'yan na kahit mas bata sa or mas matanda sa as long as parang sa isa't isa and yung communication nyo is solid. Kumbaga, age doesn't matter talaga. Well, na-curious lang ako kasi.
And before
Diba?
Kumu, I have to say this. Now that you brought that up, Jay, thank you for bringing that up. Before Kumu, ang mga kaibigan ko talaga, before Kumu, is older than me. Like, I'm the youngest of the group. Like, my friends are like in their 50s and their 60s. That's probably why when I talk, I feel like I'm so much older because I grew up with older people. You know? So, she's usually pinakabatang friend ko, honestly. But now I have more. I have Marge, and Marge is also
Yeah.
one of my little sister, and other thing, yung mga taong nanonood pa rin sa akin, si Jules, yan, yung mga, I don't know what their age is, but sa akin kasi it doesn't really matter what your age is, as long as your mentality is up there and we're having a mutual understanding, pasok ka,
Mhm.
Tsaka
respect,
Yeah.
yun.
nowadays kasi din, younger generations are actually much more wiser, I guess, than
Right,
yung mga mas matanda sa atin. Not because na hindi sila mas marunong yung mga mas matanda sa atin, but mas open-minded kasi ang generation ngayon.
right, I
Sa mga bagay-bagay.
right.
Yes, go Mami Z.
Sorry. Sabi sabi nga ni Rhino kanina, eh, "Wag masyado open 'pag
Ay.
sumobra baka humiga na 'yun."